Hi Heidi, hope all is well. I'm just going to go through the materials for pickup this week. So in your math homework workbook, the first page, all I want Simeon to do is practice counting the difference between the dark and the light boxes. I gave you an example in this one, and then I wrote dark and light on each one. Down here, he can solve the problems. Try to have him do them without using the cubes. If he needs the cubes, that's perfectly fine. He can use those to solve those. Kind of the same concept, but with dominoes. I just want him to count each dot and write the answer below. Again, please make sure that he's giving his answer and writing it, and we're writing it for what he says so that we can check for his understanding. They're getting into fractions, which is going to be a little bit of a harder concept for Simeon. So what I'm doing on here is I just want to see how he does with this. We're going to focus though on giving him the half and explaining, like I know Mrs. Baker's going to be explaining or has been, here's a piece, it's split in half, there's two pieces, that's half. When there's two pieces, half of two is one, and going through all of that. So you can read what I've listed for each one. I did an example for this one, and then for number 4, I just want him to circle which is the correct answer. So that's what he will do for that. Here, again, just addition, subtraction, use the cubes if needed. Do not do the challenge, skip that. And on this one, he was supposed to draw it in, but I gave him 2 options. I want you to go through with him, read the clues, and then have him figure out which one does that sound like. So there's 2 questions there. And then on this last page, it's just problem solving, a word problem. I drew the fish for him and numbered them. I would like to see if he can do this on his own to figure out how many there are. If he can't, that's fine, but try to let him do that on his own first. Okay. In your math materials, I don't think that this fraction bingo, again, will be difficult for him. You can do this with him and prompt him when they're doing it, giving him 2 options. So you could say, is it this one or this one? So give him 2 things that are way different so that he can see that and try to figure that out with you giving him those prompts. Other than that, that one is good. That's what I kind of thought. For phonics, they're going to be working on this My Word Builder notebook and Vowel Pairs. What I've done is I've gone through and I printed off 3 vowel pairs for each, or 3 words for each vowel pair. Anything else that they do in class you can write in, but he can go ahead and glue these in versus having to focus on that writing, because again, we're working on the phonics portion of it, not the writing. So we want to take that piece away from him so he can focus on that phonics portion. As always, there's some more snap words. He can work on those. There's a poem that they'll have to fix. And then for writing, you can attend Mrs. Baker's writing lessons. However, whatever she assigns, please ignore, because this will be Simeon's work. So, and I've labeled these pages, so 1, 2, 3, etc., representing each day of the pickup window. So what we're going to have him do for days 1 through 5 is the class is going to be picking out 5 of their favorite things, and they're going to be ordering them from their most favorite to their least favorite. What we want Simeon to do is on day 1, we want him to draw what he picked for his most favorite toy or item that he chose, and then we want him to label it. Again, please let him write the sounds that he hears. You may need to say, if it's sassy, you might need to say s, a, s, e. What sounds do you hear? S, and then have him write, and that's okay. If you need to trace those letters or write them in yellow for him to trace over, that is perfectly fine. We are going to be focusing on this. We are going to be focusing on his initial and ending sound identification. So really, if you're focusing on anything, try to let that first sound and that last sound be really, really independent and on his own. And then for days 6 through 10, he's going to go through and complete these. Again, I have them labeled 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's going to go through and complete these. So what he'll do is they're working on opinion writing. So what he's going to do is choose what he likes better, the swing or the slide. Then he's going to trace over this and he's going to write, I like write in whatever he wrote here, whichever he chose here, which he should be able to copy and spell correctly. You can remind him of that. Spell it right, you circled it here. More because, and then he has to give a reason why. He can cut out these down here, or actually I would like him, if he's really, really, really upset and it's a hard day, have him cut out and paste it. If he's having a good day, please have him write it. And again, he can follow the pieces down here in order to spell it correctly. Okay, and then there's just an anchor chart in there. There's also some other stuff in your bag, some books. It looks like they're doing a project, a Ben Franklin shirt that every kid was given. And other than that, that is all for this week. If you have any questions, as always, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask. All right, bye-bye.